Hello. At every spring band concert, we take a few moments to showcase each band member for all his or her amazing accomplishments. This year more than ever, it's crucial that we give them the recognition they deserve. So without further ado, the band class of 2020. Our first senior is ZOEY BEAUPRY. To be honest, I don't remember a time when I didn't have Zoe as a student. I remember Zoe as a third grader. Zoe walked to school every day and would stop and chat with me as I had crossing guard duty. She would either share a joke about a giraffe or a Disney fact, or she would update me in the next Florida trip countdown. As a band member, she was a co-founder of the Powell branch of Dumbledore's Army. As a high school student, Zoe has persevered through unimaginable physical adversity. Despite going through this, she has still been an active member of pep band, jazz band, and baton, and she has done this with a positive attitude and a smile on her face. She has been a student aide for me, assisting with 7th grade band. I will miss sharing my favorite kids write jokes in person, but I guess that's why we have Twitter. Next year, Zoe will study exercise science at the University of Toledo. Thank you, Zoe. Mason Byrd. Mason is certainly the most energetic student I've had in a long, long time. He also wins the award for the first ever Who Could Do This For Us award. I need a set player for jazz band next year. Maybe Mason could do that for us. I need another snare drummer for marching band next year. Maybe Mason could do that for us. I need someone to head up loading crew. Maybe Mason could do that for us. We need someone to play the lead role in Little Shop of Horrors. Well, maybe Mason could do that for us. We need someone to become Linus in You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. Maybe Mason could do that for us. Next year, Mason plans to attend the Culinary Institute of America in Hyde Park, New York. So maybe in a few years, when we need someone to cater our next jazz night, maybe Mason could do that for us. Thank you, Mason. Our next senior is Abby EMPCKE. Abby is another co-founder of the Powell branch of Dumbledore's Army. Since then, Abby has dedicated her life to positively impacting the lives of everyone she meets. She has participated in jazz band, pep band, high school solo and ensemble, honors band, pit orchestra, and Findlay Civic Band. She has been a student aide for 7th grade band, where many times I've assigned her with the task of teaching clarinetists how to get over the register break. If you don't know what that means, please know it's not an easy thing to do, let alone teach. Under her guidance, her students successfully played those notes in 2 days. Abby has also assisted with uniform fittings and with the unenviable task of keeping me organized. During last year's drum major interviews, all candidates were asked the question, if you could choose someone else to be drum major, who would you choose? Everyone except Abby and maybe Meg said Abby EMPCKE. Next year, Abby will major in biomedical engineering at the University of Toledo. Thank you, Abby. Next up, we have Meg EMPCKE. Meg is the third and final co-founder of Dumbledore's Army, Powell branch. Meg has participated in pep band, jazz band, solo and ensemble, pit orchestra, and Findlay Civic Band. She has also served as a drum major for 2 years. She has assisted with uniform fittings and served as band librarian. This year, Meg volunteered every Thursday morning to assist with 5th and 6th grade brass. She was always happy to play along while I taught or take the kids into another room for trombone sectionals. Powell students learned a great deal from her and will be positive contributors to the band for years to come. Next year, Meg will study education at Bowling Green State University, so I guess at this time, I'd like to apologize for all the BGSU jokes I've made and for the ones I will make for the rest of, well, probably ever. Thank you, Meg. Our next senior is Logan Gunter. Logan is one of the students I bring up whenever someone thinks that you can't be in band and play football, because he has been active and contributing and positive member to each, even learning a second instrument, French horn, so he could assist with the balance of the band. Logan, I'll miss the conversations we've had during study hall, history of rock, and after school during horn lessons. I know several other students who feel the same way. You are very approachable, very likable, and you'll take the time to listen to anyone. You are kind, respectful, non-judgmental, and you see big picture. You have the ability to make other people laugh and feel better about themselves. All of these will make you employable and successful no matter where life leads you. Next year, Logan will enlist in the United States Navy to defend our country. Thank you, Logan. Our next senior is Brendan Hutchins. Brendan, I really appreciate all the things you've done to break outside your comfort zone in the last few years. From being a trombone soloist in the marching band, to being a vocal soloist for 2 years in our musical, to being an active member of improv, to learning French horn, very well might I add, to playing football. It has been a joy to see you take chances. Brendan, you are one of the wittiest students I've ever had. During your time in band and improv, you had me in stitches countless times. I think my favorite memory of you is the time we spent on the Ireland trip. You were dependable, adaptable, and eager to immerse yourself into the Irish culture. So continue to try new things, and I wish you nothing but the best of luck as you continue your education at Ohio State University as you major in industrial design. Brendan Hutchins. Next, we have Wyatt Mowry. Wyatt, it took you a little bit longer to join the band side, but I'm so happy you did. In an effort to join band, you learned 3 years worth of saxophone in about 6 months and even changed your schedule to accommodate it. You showed patience, maturity, and commitment during this process. I appreciate the time you put in jazz band and pep band as well. I'll miss shooting the breeze with you during study hall while occasionally sharing a Kids Right Joker 10 with you. Good luck at the University of Toledo as you major in environmental engineering. And I promise I'll do my best to always defend rule number 4. Thank you, Wyatt. Hunter Vogelsong. First of all, thank you for bringing Jig 2 to us. I think this will be something the band will use for generations to come. More importantly, Hunter, you brought a love of life to this school and to the band room every day. Your energy, humor, musicianship, and yes, mischief will not be forgotten. From trying on clothes at a truck stop at Georgia at 2 a.m. on our way to Florida in 2016, to having your own personal dance party every Sounds of the Stadium concert, you lifted us up every day. Several fifth graders said they joined band because the guy with the 4 drum thingies was having so much fun. In addition to the joy you bring others, you will also win the coveted Most Awkward Faces and Speechless Reactions from your Band Director Award. Looking back at it, though, I wouldn't change that for anything. Good luck next year at the University of Findlay as you study pre-vet. Thanks, Hunter. Last but not least, SKYLER Vogelsong. SKYLER, after having you in band for about 3 weeks of 5th grade, I knew that you were going to be an incredible leader in this band. Of course, I was right. You've experienced several physical setbacks and would have had every reason to make excuses or just plain give up. But you did not. During band camp throughout football season, you did everything in your power to make sure your squad learned the music and formation successfully. Despite not being able to walk by yourself, you made it to outside rehearsals and even performed most of our halftime shows. Your willingness to put the needs of the band above the needs of your own earned you Best Squad Leader and Tiger Spirit Awards. I will always admire your maturity, demeanor, and selflessness. I wish you nothing but the best as you pursue your nursing degree at Owens next fall. Thank you, SKYLER. To the band class of 2020, I know this was not the way you wanted your senior year to end. However, I would not trade our time together for anything. Every day you demonstrated leadership, passion, and musicianship. I have no doubt you'll all be successful no matter what life throws at you. I wish you nothing but the best. Thank you for the laughs. Thanks for the music. And thanks for the love. Good luck and God bless.